Hey Shooby-Doodlers, how are you doing? Well, today I'm going to read you a story from my book, Little Horrors. And the story is called The Swamp Man. Now, don't be too scared, just come and read along with me. Little Horrors with extra cheese. And it says in here, Little Horrors shiver with fear and shake with laughter. And this story is called The Swamp Man. This is Aunt Loopy's dog Trixie telling you can find out more about Little Horrors at www.shoorayner.com, which is my website. I couldn't bear to look. It was just too horrible. What on earth can it be? Mum and Dad were being all soppy and lovey-dovey. My sister Kim and I were nearly sick. Mum and Dad were going away for a romantic weekend. Ooh. And we were going to stay with Aunt Loopy. Aunt Loopy's name really suits her because she really is quite loopy. Well, Mum and Dad gave us their usual talk. They said, "Now, don't go wearing out your auntie. Wash behind your ears. Don't stay up too late. And be good." Yes, Mum. Yes, Dad. Why do parents make such a fuss? If they're going, why can't they just go? Well, as they drove away, Aunt Loopy got all excited. "Oh, we're going to have such fun this weekend," she said. "I've got a special surprise planned for tonight." Well, we couldn't wait. Aunt Loopy's surprises are always fun. We decided to spend the afternoon exploring. A winding path led from the front gate, around the house and down to the bottom of the garden. It was perfect for skateboarding. At the end of the path, we made a ramp from an old plank of wood, and if you went fast enough, you could jump right over the pond. But if you went too slowly, you'd land right in it. Yuck! No, thank you. The pond was covered in duckweed and slimy, slippery, stinky sludge. Kim and I skateboarded all afternoon. It was quite dangerous because Aunt Loopy's dog Treacle kept leaping out of the bushes and attacking the skateboard. And Aunt Loopy's cats, Itchy, Scratchy and Nits, sat together in the shadows. Their big green eyes followed our every move. It was nearly dark when Aunt Loopy called us inside. Was it time for our big surprise? Aunt Loopy was holding a big bowl of popcorn. "My big surprise is coming later," she said excitedly. "Let's watch a movie while we wait. It'll be a scream." Well, we turned the lights off and the movie started playing, and it was called The Swamp Man, starring Brad Meyer and Kate Marsh. The music was really creepy. Aunt Loopy cackled like a crazy old witch. She thought it was the funniest movie ever. Kim and I didn't. We watched from behind her chair. A noise outside made me jump. And Treacle heard it too. She sat up with her ears pricked. Aunt Loopy twitched the curtain and peered out of the window. The music got louder and louder, and the screen went green with the Swamp Man's face. The Swamp Man was dripping in gooey slime. It raised its horrid, yellow, rotting face and groaned. Moo. A loud groan echoed from outside. And then a strange, low, rumbling noise shook the house. Oh, something was out there. Treacle barked. Woof! Kim looked terrified as she zapped the remote control, and the movie snapped off. The rumbling sound slowly circled round the house. Treacle began howling. Then the something started wailing. 3 loud bangs from the kitchen made us jump. Oh! Could it be the Swamp Man? No. It was Itchy, Scratchy and Nits tearing through the cat flap. Hissing and spitting, they leapt on the back of the chair. The hair was bristling on their backs. Treacle barked even louder. And then everything stopped. We held our breath. And the silence surrounded us like a bubble. And then the silence was pierced by a blood-curdling scream. Followed by a tremendous splash. Then soft, squelchy footsteps dragged around the side of the house. Through a gap in the curtain, we saw a hideous shape lurch towards the front door. And slowly, ever so slowly, it raised an arm and rang the doorbell. Ding dong! Treacle howled. The cats walled. Meow! And the something spoke in a desperate, watery voice. It's the Swamp Man! Oh, don't be ridiculous, said Aunt Loopy. There is no such thing. She marched up to the front door. She opened it and screamed. The Swamp Man was standing on the doorstep. He was covered in revolting green slime, and he had a horrid yellow rotting face. Treacle hurled herself at him. She ripped a lump of yellow goo from his face and she ate it. Ugh. Hey, get off, complained the Swamp Man, and Treacle tore the rest of the goo from the Swamp Man's face. Poor Paul, cried Aunt Loopy. Oh, you poor thing, what happened to you? And she turned to us and smiled. This is Paul, she said. He's my special surprise. We are going to get married. He was bringing us some pizza for a treat. And this is what had happened. I'd left the skateboard by the gate. Paul had stepped on it. Whoa! And he'd whooshed down to the bottom of the garden. And he got up the ramp and over the rockery and into the green slimy pond. And on the way, the pizza had ended up all over his head. Paul smiled, and he gazed into Aunt Loopy's eyes. Oh, never mind, dearest, he cooed. I'm really quite all right. And Aunt Loopy sighed and gave him a great, big, squelchy hug. Paul went home to get changed, and soon he was back with fresh pizzas. They were delicious. While we ate, Paul suggested another movie for us to watch. Oh, this one's a real treat. He spoke in a soppy, dreamy voice, as though he'd forgotten we were there. A man and a woman were kissing on the title picture. The movie was called True Romance, starring Raymond Hunk and Cindy Glam. It was love at first sight. Kim and I looked at each other. A slushy, mushy movie, we screamed. There is no way we're watching that, or we'll have nightmares all week. Click up here and I'll read you the next story. The Spider-Man. Well, I hope that wasn't too scary. Thanks for watching. I'm doing lots and lots of stories on the Shoo, Rayner Drawing channel now, so make sure you are subscribed and click the little bell next to the subscribe button and you will get notified of new stories. In the meantime, keep watching, reading, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.